Hello everybody, welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews, where I do every kind of adult beverage, including my world famous Sunday morning coffee. Adult beverage, yes, wines, beers, liquors, liqueurs, all kinds of cool stuff. And how do we know this? Because I have a playlist that is beautiful, everything broken down, so easy to find. Really some cool stuff on it. And today is no exception. I'm doing an Italian wine, right? Nero Oro, made with Nero di Avola grapes from Sicily, right? Let me just show you this and show you what I'm talking about. Now, if you look, let me get this right here, the word Appassimento. I don't know if you can see that. All right, there it is. All right, first, let's look at the wine. All right, is a process of making wine. Very, very interesting. And I'm going to read it to you real quick. I guess I could describe it, but I'll read it to you. Nero Oro, Nero di Avola Appasimento. The wine maker, the grape, and the style of making wine. Shows a very, well, we won't go into the taste and all because we're going to get to that in a minute. Grapes are 100% Nero di Avola. I think that's a indigenous grape to Sicily. We select grapes from two specific areas of Sicily renowned for producing some of the best Nero di Avola on the island. All right. Harvest in mid-September. We make a selection of the best Nero di Avola grapes, which are picked by hand. We draw our grapes using the distinct methods depending on the area the grapes come from. Both methods have been used in Sicily for centuries. On the vine, grapes are left on the vine for longer than usual. And this is the key. Giving the most gentle and natural Appassimento process through dehydration of the vines. Okay, they're left on after most grapes are picked. They're starting to dehydrate now. They're intensifying their flavors, much like raisin would. On racks, grapes are left to dry on racks for 15 days after they're picked. The grapes are dried until they have lost 10 to 15% of their original weight. All right, then it just says we use the softest possible vinification process for everything being done extremely gently. Destemming is followed a particular soft pressing. All right, the important thing here is that the grapes are left on the vine to the last possible minute, way past when other grapes are harvested. And then they are air dried for up to 15 days until 10 to 15% of their water weight is gone, concentrating all that fruit. That is called the Appassimento way of making grapes. That's a style, and it produces a beautiful flavor. So you don't necessarily have to find this wine, but if you go to a wine shop and you say, I want an Italian wine, an Appassimento style of wine. You don't have it on a label, you can just ask, because there's different ones, but they'll all be done with this process. And it's a beautiful wine. Appassimento, and I will have it in the description and all that, but please, you need to really check out this wine. So I opened it last night, and I thought, let me take, it was so good. I'm like, I'm going to take some notes of this being freshly opened. I actually let it sit in my glass for an hour and then drank it again and wrote the notes down of what I was getting immediately and later. All right. So, oh, and what's cool in the back here, I know it's taken a minute to get to this, but well, they have a cool little thing. I'm not going to say it's taking too long. I don't want to waste your time. You can look at it. Talks about the grapes and different things. I find everything interesting, but well, hell, I'll talk about it. It says grapes dried and gently, picked and gently dried through the air naturally in racks. Black gold was what they call this grape. Layers, and it talks about the beautiful flavors that you might get out of it. Anyway, it shows a picture of Sicily. All right. So here, not particularly dark, right? Not dark. I know it's a black grape. The grape's very dark, but I guess they left on the skin just to get that beautiful crimson color, right? And so last night when I first poured it, right out, opened it, put it in this glass right here, and I got licorice and a licoricey smell, spicy smell, which I knew would probably dissipate a little when I left it out. Dark fruits, a lot of plum, cherries, and a floral note. And I thought of violets maybe because of the color of this. All that was in there, and I thought, man, this smells really good. And then when the taste, the acid and the tannins were soft. They weren't real harsh. They were just soft, just to add some bounce to it. Kind of a fruity sweetness when I tasted it, with a strong plum and cherry. All right. It had a dry finish. When I was done, it had a very dry finish, and a mouth-watering finish. It was just mouth-watering when I was done. It was dry yet mouth-watering, and a little earthy tones. All right. After it was opened for a while, I got the black fruit, and it seemed even higher in acidity. I enjoyed it immensely. So now here it is the next day. All right, the next day. Oh, such beautiful smells mingled in here, that fruit. And it's not a sweet wine, but I guess because the sugars were concentrated like a raisin, it's so intense with the beautiful flavors. And that black fruit, and it smells like it has a little sweetness to it. It may have just a touch of off dryness to it. But it's so mellow and beautiful. Getting that floral spice. It is nice. I just love that fruit. That slightest bit of sweetness with the fruit. The tannin, the acidity. Just those beautiful dark fruits, that floral note that you're smelling. It really is an intense flavored wine. I really like this wine. I'm going to be doing more of the Appassimento type, style wines, Italian wines, because I think they're fantastic. I really like it. You need to really check this out. I was excited to bring it to you. I don't know if you can tell, but the minute I saw it, I tasted this, I was like, man, I gotta share this. And I'm going to be doing a lot of them because I like it. There's another cool style we're going to be getting into that the Italians do that I also find fantastic. Man, they have some great wine, and I want to be bringing them to you, and I'm going to be explaining it so that you can host a party or bring it to someone's house, talk about it for a minute, just enjoy it yourself. These things are fantastic. I found them, I've done the research, and I'm going to bring them to you. And they're not very expensive. I don't remember the price on this. I guess I should. Definitely under $20 this one was. So, matter of fact, this one was on sale. This might have been like $13.99 on sale for like $9.99. It was a limited time special, Total Wine. So if you get a chance, do yourself a favor, pick one of these up. I'll be bringing you some more fantastic styles, all right, to come. And this is good stuff, man. From Hillbilly Select, I forgot to ask you, please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's the only thing I ask for. You hit that sub button, so when you see these titles, you can decide which ones you want to click on, and you can check out my playlist. I'm telling you, you're gonna find some stuff you like on it. I promise you. From Hillbilly Select Reviews, everybody, I will see you all on the next one.